in terms of how your team makes the client feel terrific, or clients rather feel terrific. How did that happen? How did that come about? I mean, is that a cultural thing? Is there technology? I mean, how does that happen?
It's funny, no one's ever asked me that, but when I think about the things for me that made the biggest impact, I didn't have a great corporate experience as I was coming up.
Right.
And there was a lot of competition from internal teams that just felt awful for me. So I always knew that when I built a company, I would make sure my employees never felt that, my clients never felt that. On the other side, sometimes we've had to say to clients, I'm sorry, but we can't really do business with you any longer because they're not good to my team. They don't treat my team well. It's only happened twice, but both times it was worth losing that revenue to not have my team overly stressed. We work 80% of our life, and I don't want people to feel the way I felt earlier on in my career, where I really was miserable I love working. I've been working since I was 13. I got a job in a hardware store and then worked at an auto body shop. Like, I want to work, but I want to enjoy what I'm doing and the people that I'm doing it with. So I think it was out of my goal for building something that people enjoyed doing. And we certainly have had team members over the past 12 years who weren't happy and didn't enjoy what they were doing, and it was palpable. And I would rather have somebody that we enjoy working with, or that we can grow with, than have someone who's miserable doing what they're doing.
Sure. Yeah, and it's easier said than done. First of all, kudos on taking that vision and making it a reality, because it's not, you make it sound easy, but it's not that easy. There are those challenges with customers and employees.
Yeah.
And it's funny, we have a similar mentality at WBN, a relatively new company as well, where Andrew, who's the CEO, who and I decided very early on, when he's speaking with a potential client, if it sounds like they're going to be a problem and they're not going to treat our VAs well, we just can't help them.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it's hard to do that because every customer counts, but you make that decision, you stick with it, and it pays off.
Well, and I feel like the VAs, right, I already told you, we don't use them as virtual assistants. We use them as a sales and marketing assistant. I mean,
right.
Our sales and marketing assistant's amazing. She's making memes for our social because she happens to know how to do some graphic design. Like, they're just things that, unless you get to know, she started as our VA, and I was like,
right.
That's a waste of your talent. We need to get you on the marketing team. So I think you have to get to know members of your team, regardless if they're domestic and sit in the office with you, or if they're virtual, like family. I mean, everyone on the Channel Maven and Spark team is an extension of our family, and we want to get to know them and feel like we know what's going on. Today's Mother's Day in El Salvador, so 2 of our people are off, and one of them's a mom, and they both have moms. So it's important to me to grow a culture where you care about your employees as if they were family.